because I would want to smoke a cigarette. And I don't have a lighter. I don't have matches. This is diabolical in this place.
Oh, hold on a second here. Let me pull up. Who the hell are you calling at 1 o'clock in the morning?
My nephew. Oh, sweet. I was going to ask him if he could bring me a lighter next door. He's right there. Can you bring me a lighter? I want a lighter.
Let me see here now. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure this whole thing out here.
Are we streaming?
Yeah, we're live. We're live.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Go ahead. Let me hear your thing here.
It is, first of all, what were we even talking about? We were talking about stuff. All right. So it's 1 a.m. It's not even 1 a.m. It's midnight. We didn't get to talk about family dynamics, right? And I think the whole Joe Biden pardoning his son is a big part of that. Like, obvious, and this is what I don't think that people get to talk about, right? When you have family, if you are someone that care, like, if your dad is the president, your parent is the president, vice president, or whatever,
right?
You do, and I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna go to something on a smaller scale. So if your dad is Joe Biden, and you're involved in some fuck shit, whatever, your dad historically should get you out of the fuck shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it's
Absolutely.
crazy. I think it's
Crazy.
absolutely crazy
Yes.
that people are going mad that Joe
Absolutely.
Biden pardoned his son.
Absolutely. So on a smaller scale, like on a smaller level, and let's take it away from parent child. Let's say, because we're both uncles and aunties or whatever. So or even adjacent. So if we have friends that have kids and we're in certain situations, say your friend or best friend's child, whatever, wants to do what you do. You
Right.
put that child in position because that's essentially your family, right?
How you spell Biden? Is it 1D or 2Ds?
BIDEN. So let me tell you a story. When I was in my formative years, and my sister, the one in Milton, she
Right.
has a best friend who at the time was like the chief marketing officer for like Estee Lauder. And this was when I was like, I've always loved fashion.
Right.
Always, right? And that's not something that a lot of people know. They don't even know I'm good at it. They don't even know that it's something that I did. They don't know it's something that I existed in, that I've been published, because I don't talk about it because it's a moot point. It's stupid at this point, right? You
Right.
move
It
on.
is.
So when I was young and I just wanted to see her office. I didn't want any handout from this Black woman. I did not want, because remember, I was still doing my thing and making my own money. I just wanted to see what it looked like at the top. And imagine if she would have given me that opportunity, because of what I did. She told my sister that I was lazy and did not really want a job, did not show me that. Because back then, so old black ladies, my sister's age, they don't believe in nepotism. Old black people don't really believe in nepotism. That's why
Right.
the whole thing happened with Bronny and LeBron. We should. If she would have even showed me what the office looked like, it could have changed the trajectory of my life in a different way. Whether it was good, bad, or whatever, I don't have no regrets. I'm happy she did that because I always want to be able to talk about it in this capacity because I don't want to be in that space anymore. I love capital investments and matching investors and doing stuff like that. But I can't wait to be able to go back and tell this woman how lazy I am not. Meanwhile, she was married to a white flight attendant that couldn't afford her and her child, that she ended up having a divorce. So she called a young black girl lazy, but not her white flight attendant husband.
I believe.
Right.
Hold on a second here. I gotta. Let
And
me
my
see.
point is that I would like, if anyone, even anyone that wanted to do something that I knew about, I'm like, oh, let me show you how to do it. Let me do this. Because it doesn't take anything away from you, right?
Right.
Nothing whatsoever. But there are so many people who won't do that for other people.
I think. I mean, the way I feel about. I like the red lights at night.
What are you talking
This
about?
is how I feel. I think nepotism is important
Absolutely.
for growth.
Absolutely.
And like LeBron James' son, yes, he's trash.
Who
He's
cares?
probably he's the worst basketball player ever. But
Is
who
he?
gives a damn? Yeah, he's horrible.
Exactly. Who cares?
Who cares? Who cares?
The same way you could say Deion Sanders, Shador. Who cares?
Yeah, but Deion
My
Sanders'
dad
son
is
is
the
that dude.
greater. Who? But it doesn't matter. If
Right.
I if I had kids and I was doing something, my kid was like, "Mommy, I want to be what you do." My kid's gonna do that
Yeah, like I like
off the strength. Like, I don't care if they're great at it or not. Who the fuck is America? Who do we have to prove anything? Who does LeBron have to prove any? His son doesn't have to be great. I've been great enough for this whole lineage. You owe it to me to let my baby play. You owe me my baby playing.
I agree with
If
you
my
one
son wants to
hundred
play
percent.
basketball up and down this NBA, Bronny should be able to piss on every NBA court that he wants to pee on. If he wants to go out there and just record Pete, letting him golden shower every court in America, have at it.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I mean,
Who cares?
LeBron James has
I
we're not
recall.
even I know you have mono from what kissing people? I mean, what
I
are we
don't have
12
mono
years old?
nucleosis, but I recall. Whatever. Shut up.
LeBron James has dedicated enough of his life to this sport
Shut
and time that he has all right to say, yo,
up.
listen, I've done this for the NBA. You owe me a
Right.
solid to let
My
me, my
my
son,
son
play.
wants to play ball.
Come on.
Happy birthday. And what? It's like when we take those white boys from like who cares? He wants to, if he wants to run up and down this court, you gonna give him, and guess what? He gonna get a Chrysler. Give him one of them Chrysler commercials too. While
Because
we at it. Because he's
because when
cute.
the because when I mean, I don't know. When
Who cares?
LeBron James is dying, right? When LeBron James die and
Right.
his son gets up and speak, He's going to say the greatest thing my dad ever did for me was allowed me to live my dream and have the faith in me. And I think that's the most important thing. It has nothing
That
to
is
do
the
with
most
what
important thing.
it has nothing to do with if Bronny James is good or bad. It has to do with you as a parent allowed your kid to live their dream.
Your dream,
And that's
right,
parenting. That's
right, and that's
parenting.
the thing. But see, you know what's so crazy? Because if Shaq's kids wanted to play ball, they would be playing ball.
Right.
If Barkley's kids wanted to, if Jordan's kids wanted the same, okay, case in point, Denzel Washington's sons, they're in entertainment. They one of them acts, the other one does something else. They're beautiful. Why wouldn't Denzel Washington's son get roles and be an actor? Like, duh, like, I'm sorry. And that's what I don't get. I don't get how you would not make that phone call and say, hey, this is what we're doing. This is who it is. That shit doesn't resonate with me. It's like it's easy math. That's what my baby wants to do. Even if it's baby adjacent, even family adjacent. That's we do that with each other. Like, oh, my friend, oh, you need a photographer, you need a drone this. Oh, my boy, my bestie, he does this. This is who you gonna use.
Right.
Don't be stupid. Like, what do you mean? It doesn't make any sense. Who else would you use? I know a guy.
And when people talk about nepotism, here's
Mhm.
this is why people are so dumb.
Right.
If you look at this might be an exaggerated number, right?
It
But
probably
if
is.
you look at, I would say 80% of professional athletes, their dad was a professional athlete.
Fact. Okay, here's the kicker.
You
So,
just can't
so to give you case
you
in point,
cannot hold on one
where
second.
I
You
live right now in Hyde Park, the assistant head basketball coach for BC is my neighbor. My
right.
nephew is a top baller at St. Sebastian's. You didn't think that I didn't bake them a pound cake? They're from DC, black people, and be like, oh, this is my nephew's real, blah, blah, blah. I'm not even close with my sister. My nephew's father hates my guts. They don't even talk to me. That don't got shit to do with me and my nephew. If I'm ever in position to be in somewhere where it could get him ahead, I'm gonna do it.
You have to.
And these people don't even talk to me because I was a dancer. You feel what I'm saying? But that don't have nothing to
Right.
do with me and my nephew. I put myself in position every day in front of people that my sister can't get in front of, her baby, her husband can't get in front of. If I get in front of someone that could put my nephew in line because I'm dynamic, you best believe Auntie's gonna bake a pound cake, talk you up, act like it what it is, show exactly how dynamic you are, and make it happen. I don't have to talk to you other day. You're my bloodline. That's what we do.
It's
That's what we do. That's easy math.
every like I was saying, if you look at all these I don't want to be disrespectful, but this is reality. Unless you're blessed by God, you're not waking up and joining the NFL or NBA.
No,
Let's be
no. And you
realistic.
have to be talented. You have to
You
be
have to be
talented.
super
You have to be
talented.
talented.
But
You have to be talented.
half of the people in the NBA and NFL and Major League Baseball, they're not that talented. But somebody in their family was like, "Yo,
Let
give
me tell you
my
something that I
give my
realized.
people
Okay,
a
so
look."
I have a really good girlfriend who I adore and love dearly. And she raised an amazing child. He was into baseball, played baseball. He was not good. Like it wasn't that he wasn't good enough, but they saw what it was. He went to the best school for engineering. I now he does statistics for the Mets, and it's on like bomb. Like she busted her ass to get him there, and it takes a lot of family support. Even when she divorced his dad, that co-parenting, to get their kid to be the best that he could be, even if he couldn't be a player in that field, putting their differences aside to make sure that this person is a winner. She taught me so much as far as womanhood. She taught me how just being her friend and seeing I have a different take on relationships with her. Like just watching her, there are conversations that we didn't even have to have because I learned so much from the concessions and patience that she made, that I had a different approach to our friendship because I saw how she put everything aside from herself to make sure that her child and the bottom line of his greatness was the most important thing between her and her ex-husband, and that he was the forefront. And now seeing his greatness and what that kind of stuff, what that real kind of sacrifice does, changed me as a woman. That's why I don't yell and argue with people no more. Because I've been around the kind of woman that have sacrificed to make their children great with nepotism, to put their own souls behind and say, you know what, it ain't even worth it, boo. Let's just make this baby great and keep it moving. Whatever I was mad at you about, that to me, I have the best women around me with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's
And when I tell you I sat at the Mets game, I benefited from it over the summer. And I'm not into baseball. I could touch the field because her son does statistics for baseball. He couldn't be a player, but he can tell he literally tells the Mets and whoever how the game is going to go. Mind blown. I didn't even know that was a job.
yeah, I think everything is nepotism. Like even with me now, like when I was doing Bobby Shakes, like I don't sound Jamaican. I don't sound
Can
Jamaican.
you even speak before?
Not really. No. I tried speaking it once when I was like young. So my dad was dropping me off. My dad was taking me to school. And he was all
Well,
like,
because your mom has a British accent too, so you don't.
right. And I was
Right.
going to school and I said something in patois to my dad. And he pulled the car over. And he's all like, I'm sending you to Don Bosco Tech and I'm
That's right.
paying all this money
For you to
for
speak
you
English.
to get an education and you're going to come to me and speak patois to me. And after that, that was in 1989. I've never
Mm.
spoke patois to my dad again, ever.
See, and you know when I, because I know you're Jamaican and I know your
Oh, hold on.
parents.
Oh, here's my point. Here's my point. So my parents, like people start to know my parents
Right.
because as the website grew, that people would say, "Oh, that's Bobby Shake's dad," or "That's Bobby Shake's mom." So then, because they knew that both my parents were Jamaican, then the community gravitated to me.
Because
That's
otherwise they would have thought
nepotism.
you were a black white boy.
Yeah, that's nepotism.
Right. Is
My
it though?
parents, my parents' heritage solidified who I was. If my parents were Black American, the site wouldn't have the credibility that it has. My parents,
But you also have very Jamaican cousins.
that's cousins, right? That
But
doesn't
your
count.
cousins are very popular.
Right, yeah, but that doesn't count. It's the fact that my
It
mom,
does count because you would not
no,
have
it
gotten
doesn't.
into three C's
No,
without them. Your parents
nah,
didn't
but
get you into three C's. Your cousins did.
right, but the talk in the neighborhood because my parents are Jamaican.
Right.
That was like the validation that I needed. Like, yeah, he's Jamaican. His parents just had him in England. That, that's
Right. But
nepotism.
and that's so crazy because you know what? It's right because I benefited from, even when like you met me, right? I've been in direct because your mother nepotized even me, right? because
Right.
she saw something that I had. Because she's essentially like I tell my I'm like I call his mom. I love like that's like my other mom. And she was like, "Oh, you're a stylist. You want to be in Vogue knitting? Here, Vicky, style this. You're gonna be in Vogue. I'm published in Vogue knitting because my other mom said you're dope. This is what you're gonna do." And I did. And we did, and we had a great, and that was something that is absolutely amazing, right? And we knew what the, like, people don't really know that we really know what fashion is. We
Right.
hide it. We hide it. We hide that we know what couture, real fashion is because it's not important to us. When people say stupid stuff about fashion to me, I'm like, okay. Like I had a guy the other day say to me about a Montclair jacket. I was like, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. I was like, I have a Birkin bag. He's like, you have a Birkin bag? I was like, yeah. He's like, how? I'm like, why wouldn't I? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about fashion. Nobody, when I see girls with their entry level little YSL bag, every time I got a new bag, I give it away. I don't care. If I am really living life and I'm with a man, when I go out with a man, I don't need a pocketbook. I need my ID in case he kills me so someone can identify my body, and I need a lip gloss. Like, what do I need? I don't need, what am I? I'm not paying for any. I'm going out. Okay. I don't need my credit card. I have my phone. So if I need an Uber home, I'm going to call the
Right.
Uber and I'm going to get home. I have lip gloss. I have my ID, whatever. Who cares? I'm not carrying a pocketbook to impress a man. I'm not. I carry a pocketbook for the for the bitches, not for the man.
Yeah,
Men don't care about a pocketbook.
I think you know what that is too. You know what I think it is too. I think it's the gift and the curse of being black.
What do you
Because
mean?
black people, I was talking to Falasha today about this. Like black people, we come from like our age, we come from an era of failure, right? We come from an era where you had to be dope to be successful. Like all the
Right.
black people that we look up to, Maya
Right.
Angelou,
Yeah,
Michael
you had to
Jackson,
have something right.
right? You had to be dope. So when black people see other black people sliding because of nepotism, they feel some type of way about it, and I get it. Like
I think it probably happened a long time ago. I think it's
black
something we never
excellence
got
has to be
over.
black. Yeah, black
I
excellence
think
has
it's
to be
something
black
that we've
excellence.
never gotten over. It's something we've never gotten over. I think it really is because I look at my own personal family dynamics, right? Like when, like my sister used to be popular, right? And when people realize, oh, that's your big sister, I'm like, yeah, she hates me. And they're like, what do you mean? She hates you. When you were younger, it didn't look like it. I was like, well, yeah, my mother was dead. So they were cosplaying because they had to take care of me and raise me up.
Right.
So they were playing the game. And I was young, so I didn't know that these motherfuckers hated the fact that they had to raise me for a couple of years because my mother died. And I held on to that, right? And then I thought, oh, you can get into parties, you can do this because your sister was this person, was nepotism. When I learned that my sister really hated me, I was like, I took it to heart for a minute, but then I was like, she don't just hate me. She hates everyone that came out of my mother because she hates my mother for
That's
shit
dirty
that
work.
I didn't even know about when I was born, right? So you got to separate that shit. So you're like, oh, well, when you're the youngest, there are things that are happening before you even become alive.
Right.
So you're like, well, what the fuck is that? So there is some type of, when nepotism and shit like that happens, There's even Boston is small. So a lot of nepotism goes on, especially in the Black community of Boston when, oh, I know your cousins, I know this, I know that. Oh, this is my man from Heath Street or this place or that place or whatever. And if you think about it, there's a lot of things that go on. Let me say, we are far removed from a lot of things in the hood.
Right.
You and I both are. We are because we weren't really. You will say otherwise, but we weren't really raised in the hood.
Right. It'd be disrespectful to say that to our parents.
We weren't. We weren't raised in the hood like that. We weren't.
Right.
So now I'm in my 40s and I'm now learning about hood dynamics and hood nepotism. I didn't know about
Yeah.
hood dynamics before. No clue.
Yeah, I think family dynamics,
it's the luck of the draw. You get a lucky draw, you don't.
Yeah.
It's the luck of the draw. We talked about that a long time ago. It's the luck of the draw. Like you either get lucky or you don't get lucky. And then you don't realize it until you get older. What you would have done differently. Right? It's unfortunate that women are fertile in their early 20s when we're the dumbest. We really should be fertile in our 40s when we're the smartest.
Right. It should be the opposite, right?
It should be the opposite. It should be the opposite, but it's not because God has a funny sense of humor.
I don't really dig God's sense of humor at all.
Oh, it's hard. It's ridiculous. It's stupid as fuck.
It's the worst sense of humor I've ever heard. It's terrible. It's terrible.
It's hilarious when you make stupid decisions and have freedom. Like when people are like, when people look at me and like, oh my God, you're 45 and you don't have kids. Why? Because I'm lucky. They're like, what do you mean? I'm lucky that I'm infertile. They're like, what? Like, you think I want to be like you, raggedy motherfuckers? I am so lucky to have a fucked up uterus. Thank you, God.
You made it. You made it out.
I fucking made this raggedy as fuck. Have you seen the price of sneakers at Snipes?
I don't even go into Snipes.
I went into Snipes once and I was like, why? I'm so happy I don't like sneakers.
Yeah, I don't. So crazy.
What am I gonna do with that? I'm like, what am I gonna do with sneakers? Who am I? Why do I need dunks?
You don't need dunks.
I don't need dunks. I think dunks are the dumbest. And why is it a dunk what? And they don't even support your ankles. They're like the weakest.
They're the worst shoe ever. Dunks are the worst shoe ever.
Right, I've had it. So I knew a girl who had a birthday party for her 6-year-old. And you couldn't go to the birthday party unless you bought dunks.
Really?
Real nigga shit. Yeah. I didn't go. I'm not, because imagine people who don't even know what their credit score is, all buying a pair of $100 sneakers to go to a 6-year-old's birthday party that's being held in the project's community center.
That's dirty work.
No, it's not funny. It's crazy.
It's crazy, man.
What happened?
So crazy.
We have to stop talking about people. You know what, Bobby Shakes? Let me be very honest with you. People are not ready for these conversations.
They're probably not, because this is just raw. Like the title alone is going to drive people crazy. Biden should pardon his son. Absolutely, he should. Man, what the fuck are we talking about here?
I would pardon strangers that I did. I would just look up occurrences or convictions in Louisiana in the 90s and pardon all of them motherfuckers. I would look up convictions in Mississippi if I was like real, Kentucky, where motherfuckers was just racist and being raggedy.
Yeah, I think presidents should do that. I think presidents. I mean, you have 4 years. I mean,
They're not doing anything else.
Hey, retro lady, what's going
Hey,
on?
retro lady, how are you?
We're here. We're just talking about retro lady.
You know what's so crazy is I think about like because I have worked in the nonprofit sector, and I think, and I'll go on record and say this, I love the nonprofit sector, but a lot of actually I'm lying. Um, I do love it. I love anything that anyone does and they make money. I really don't. I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't care enough. But there's a lot of crooks in it, and it's directly tied to politicians. There there are a lot of people in jail that don't belong there. There are.
Yeah, and I think you're 4 years in power. I think that you could put aside there's some money in the United States budget.
You don't need money to get people out of jail.
No, but I'm saying you do some research, like you research the crime and
they can get interns. Remember when you had interns? You get interns to do it. They're gonna study anyway. Who cares?
All right, you could get some intern lawyer.
You don't even have to do it. You could get Chat GPT to do it.
That's true. But I think
Chat GPT can do it at this point.
I think the United States government should be pardoning, should be just be looking at fucked up cases and giving people a pardon.
The United States government is a reality show.
Fucking reality show.
It is. And I love them for that. I'm not going to participate in it because I have better things to watch, like House of Villains, The Real Housewives, things I can really learn from. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I learn from them bitches every day. Anything that Andy Cohen produces, I'm learning from. How to sell merch from the OWN network from Carlos King. He has the Black reality show merch shit on lock. He's great at that. Like I could learn. The United States government can't teach me anything except I already know corruption. I was a stripper. I know how to be corrupt. I understand corruption very well. I know strip club owners. I know the politicians that came there. I know the investors and bankers when pre 9/11 money. Trust me, I understand that.
Retro lady, what do you think about Biden's son? Biden's son being pardoned. You got to have an opinion. Like on this stream, you just can't come in here and lurk. You gotta join me.
So that's why I have tissue. Sorry, retro lady.
Retro lady.
2 dates, so I have a cold. I shouldn't go on 2 dates in 1 week. It's bad.
No, you could go on 2 dates in 1 week. You just can't kiss 2 people.
Why?
I don't know. It's raggedy. I think Biden's an idiot. Why? Why do you think he's an idiot? I think Biden's an idiot.
He is an idiot because he's 1,000, but he should still pardon his son. I would pardon my son if I had one.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna be out. Also, you're not going to be out in the streets embarrassing me. Right. Reel it in. Get your ass in the house.
Right.
The problem is Hunter Biden never was taught to come in the house when the streetlights came on. Hunter Biden has no home training.
Yeah, I mean, that is true.
Like you're not just embarrassing your father. What about Jill? You're embarrassing your mother.
Yeah, the whole bloodline.
That's horrifying. What did he do?
Because he's dumb shit. We need some info. We need some more information than that, retro lady.
He didn't do dumb shit.
Oh yeah, he does do dumb shit.
He's 100. He doesn't even live the same type of. You know what? Maybe the president should probably be a person who comes from the trenches that knows. Can't make a rich person the president. They don't care.
I don't know. I think
If they want to be, I would never want to be I don't want to be a politician. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what people do. Have at it. It would be anarchy. I will let people do whatever they wanted.
honestly, I don't know much about him.
Then why should he have never been president?
Yeah.
He should have been president from those presidents we had to choose. I mean, it doesn't even matter who's president. It's not going to, if you make money and you mind your business and you do what you want to do, it doesn't matter who the president is.
I would have to agree with you on that.
Because at the end of the day, we could all just go create an OnlyFans.
That is true.
Because I'm about 5 days away from telling you, hey, Bobby, I've taken turmeric shots. Come over here with the cameras. I'm going to give you my last $1,000. And we're going to do an OnlyFans of me cooking infused cornbread in my birthday suit.
Here's the thing, though, and we spoke about this the other day. That would be a crazy OnlyFans.
But you know I will, because I don't care. My parents would say, like, who cares?
You'd have to have an apron on.
No.
With nothing on. Yeah, you have an apron.
No,
and just be a shot of your ass.
Is the star of the show. My rack is. So my apron would have to be like, listen, we know how to do it. All I'm saying is literally no, anything that we thought, this is the thing about 2024, the beauty about post-COVID America is nobody cares anymore. You could sell water bottles on the side of the road and make more money than a CEO of Eversource. It doesn't matter.
I don't think so. Here's the thing when we talk about economy, right? And we said this the other day. The stock market is going crazy.
It is. If you know about that, though, but you still have to have capital for that.
Right. You're right. So if you
don't,
then
that's not even liquid money. That's just assets.
Right. So I guess, I mean,
because you can't really do anything with that unless you have. So it's not like someone who's even poor that says, oh, I took this whatever and put it in the stock market. They're not rich. They still can't play with that money. They have to pull it out and put it back in. You have to have capital to play with capital.
I guess you're right.
But you gotta have capital to play with capital.
I think the economy is doing good.
I think the economy is doing good too.
Now, for my real estate business, the economy is doing absolute shit.
But it's okay. In what aspect?
Well, I mean, nobody's buying. I mean, so all the people who thought they were going to die from COVID sold their house and moved out to the boonies. Now that COVID is over, they want to move back into the city, but they bought their house between 2% and 5%. I mean, between 0% and 2%. They're not going to sell their house and pick up another mortgage for 6 to 7%, right? Okay. So the real estate game is not flipping right now, because if you bought your house for a low interest rate, you're not going to sell your house for a high interest rate, because that's just their mentality.
Okay, so what about that's here though? The world is vast. So I don't look here. I'm looking at like places like Panama and Costa Rica and places when you want to get out, because America is not the end all be all. So when you think about land and agriculture and stuff, the real estate economy is booming, right? So if we think
in
about
other places,
like who we are, we should be thinking about buying land and doing things in different places, because no one wants to be here. Like at the end of the day is going to end. Our government is going to crash at some point. Not because we're doing anything wrong or whatever, but we have a whole bunch of old white men who are crash dummies. I mean, it just is what it, and you just have to it's like, honestly, I look at, no, for real, I look at it like, I look at our government as, and this is why you should probably have, no, seriously, because when one strip club would die out, we would move to another one. America is a strip club that's about to die out. It's time to go. So we have to look and to do something else somewhere else, which is cool because we have the friend group, we have the capital, we can do what we have to do. We have the resources. Like, all right, let's get the fuck up out of this motherfucker. We don't gotta be here
Yeah, I mean, it's
with these raggedy motherfuckers. Who cares? Let's go.
you know how we know we're in trouble in this country when
Huh.
things stop making sense. Like when you look at cryptocurrency right now, cryptocurrency is
It
going
doesn't make
through
sense.
cryptocurrencies through the roof. You
But no one
have
can cash out on it.
yeah, it's there's a lot of weird stuff that's just going crazy. Like we are at a we're at it seems that we're heading to it seems the next 4 years are going to be lawless.
Oh,
Does
we're
it feel
lawless. But the lawless is the best time to
the
build
best?
business.
Yeah.
The best time to build. Where lawless is amazing. I love lawless. We're lawless. Great. I love lawless. I love being around. I love Trump and his raggedy friends because the rules don't apply. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want, with whoever the fuck I want.
And I
I don't
think
care about none of this.
everybody's gonna be paying attention to Donald Trump.
I'm not paying attention to him.
No.
I don't care.
Everybody is gonna pay attention to him. Like
Why?
everybody is.
Why? He's doing him.
Yeah, I
And
know,
he's
but
a
the
1,000 years
focus,
old.
yeah, but the focus, the media, everybody's watching him underneath a
Because,
microscope.
but that's the media's job.
Right.
But when the
But
media goes home, I think this is why people have to separate.
no, but hear me out. Hear me out. Everybody's watching Trump. So if everybody's watching Trump, that means the rest of us can get stuff popping because nobody's
Yeah,
going to be watching us.
exactly.
Nobody's watching us.
Like if someone said, "I always wanted to be a drug dealer," this is your time to be a drug. No, seriously, because it takes however many months for them to start an investigation on you anyway. So go be a drug. Go get your money up.
Yeah, I think.
Allegedly, that's a disclaimer. Don't do that. But I'm just saying, you could.
Yeah. He did say though he's going after the street gangs.
He's not going. He is a street gang.
He said that he's gonna give the death penalty to anybody selling street drugs.
Yeah. To him, he needs street drugs.
Oh my
Everyone's
god.
on a Prozac. That's a street drug.
Oh man.
Ozempic. When I was in New York over the summer, I met a girl who was selling Ozempic.
Really?
Yeah, because the woman who I was working for went to her apartment and we had to go, or we had to do a 5-floor walk up to go, and she had to buy it. She was buying out of the freezer.
Did we even talk about this on stream?
No,
No.
no, we can talk about this. She like that. You can sell. Oh, she was selling Ozempic out of her freezer in the Bronx, Mookie.
It's crazy.
Not really, because I've been eating a lot lately because I'm happy, and I wish that I knew that girl because I would get me a couple of little shots of Ozempic. But Ozempic makes the girlies when you hey, if any guys are listening, you date a girl on Ozempic, she's gonna cry a lot. Them bitches be sensitive on Ozempic. That's a side
What, what,
effect.
what is it?
The side effect is hormones and shit. They be crying.
Yeah, but what is Ozempic? What
Oh,
is it?
it's a drug for diabetic people, but it also helps with weight loss. So that's why all the actors and stuff have been lose. You haven't, Bobby. Do you live under a rock? Do you not pay attention to popular news? Ozempic is the new Fin. It's the new weight loss drug that everyone's taking. That's really for diabetics, and it's a shot, and you have to put like on your butt cheek, like hormones, and it
Yeah, I'm
keeps
not
you
putting that.
skinny. No, it's good. It's good. I want it. It's great. Honestly, I'm telling. Google it. Google it. Fact check. No, seriously, I want you to see it. Everyone's on Ozempic. For real. Look it
How
up.
do you even spell it?
Ozempic. Ozempic.
Hold on a second. What is it? O.
Ozempic. Ozempic. Ozempic.
Oh yeah,
Weight
Ozempic
loss.
for weight loss. Yeah.
And everyone, it's amazing. Amazing. The things it does, oh my God, I want it. And I gained weight. I mean, not like that. I'm vain, but I like, because it keeps you from gaining weight. So if I want to, like now I'm about to be a size 8, 6, 8. So if I want to stay at a 2 and I get Ozempic shots, it curves my appetite and makes me not want to eat, but it makes me sad. So I'll be skinny, but I'll be sad.
Oh, that's dirty work. Fuck
I'll be
that.
crying. But it works. You look amazing.
But you,
Amazing. I'm
yeah, you
telling you,
look.
this, I mean, the way it makes you look like you work out every Ozempic is the shit. And it makes you not want to crave the food and eat. It is like I don't know who makes it. I don't know what scientist came up with it, but my ex executive director took it and she was I mean, body banging. Like you could be 400 pounds and take Ozempic, and literally you will be 200 pounds in a couple months. It sheds literally like whoo, bueno, bueno. Telling you,
That's
you can
dirty
get it.
work.
Why? It's America.
I lost 100 pounds in 10 months. Yeah, I see all these women on it.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but how does your face look? Does your face look all sucked
Yes,
in
it
and
takes it all, Bobby. Everything gone. No, like you have no idea. Like you completely just, it completely just takes it all away. Like no longer chunky, no nada. Ozempic is everything. Like it's like very, it's the bee's knee. It's like body Botox. Yes, I'm telling you. Everyone's on Ozempic.
let me see here.
Yeah, I'm telling you. It's amazing. It's like I want Ozempic so because I am very people don't know this, but I'm very cognizant about my weight and when I
Hold on.
gain.
Let me hear this. I can't hear it.
Turn it up. It's great.
Jesus Christ. Can you hear it?
No, I'm telling you, it works. It's amazing.
Wow.
But there's a lot of pushback from it because a lot of people, number one, listen, and I'm going to go back to this. This is America. America is a fucked up place, right? It's not fair. It's nasty. It's an ugly place to live in. We have to all play a game. It sucks. So, because it's a medicine for diabetics, and a lot of people who are diabetic that can't afford the medicine to make them healthy are like, oh, people are taking it for weight loss. You have money, blah, 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 the privilege. America is, but listen, I'm a black woman in America. I don't give a fuck. Privilege this, privilege that. What you gonna do? Life is America is not fair. You got to get it how you live.
America is not for beginners.
It's not for beginners. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. Life is not fair. No one is going around talking about, oh, it's not fair. Oh, I should be in. Entitlement don't exist. It's not fair. Everyone's not going to be your friend. Don't nobody give a fuck about your problems. It is what it is. You better get in where you fit in and figure it out. But Ozempic works.
Retro lady, what do you think about Ozempic? I think we put retro lady.
I don't know if she's with us anymore.
Retro lady probably joining for the Donald Trump inauguration.
That's fine. She can listen. Everyone is entitled to enjoy who they want to enjoy.
You know, retro lady, where you at?
I can't believe I caught a cold.
You caught a cold because you're making out with people. Oh, my mom.
Oh, I love Oregon. How do you smoke pot? The pot in Oregon is amazing. And Oregon is also Oregon is gorgeous. Yeah, it makes you not like food. It makes food taste nasty. That's why. So it curbs your appetite.
That's a terrible existence.
Why? Oregon is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Seattle or all beautiful. Beautiful.
Hey, Miss Retrolade, did you ever get those pipes I sent to you?
What pipes? Pipes?
Oh yeah, we used to give. I don't know if that shit was even legal to do.
Oh my God! From milk. I remember that. I forgot. I can't believe I have a cold. This is terrible.
Yeah, I don't even know where.
Ugh.
I don't even know where those bowls are. I left them somewhere.
Ugh. I need to just dry my fucking face. I feel so horribly. I need a ginger tea. I need a hot, like 48-ounce ginger tea with nothing in it, just ginger and coconut water.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go to bed.
So thank God.
Go
I'm
to
gonna
bed.
make a ginger tea, ginger and coconut water.
What are we gonna talk about tomorrow?
Oh, I'm very excited. Okay, so
Let's do a little show prep for tomorrow.
I'm very excited because I have all kinds of things I'm going to talk about. Tomorrow, I want to talk about. I want to talk about. I think we should really do a show on mental health. I think that we should do not like a show like, oh, are you okay? Like a get your shit the fuck together.
I don't know.
What the fuck are you, call it? What the fuck are you sad about?
I don't know.
Why? That's not nice.
Nah, it's not nice.
Why?
I don't know. That's a touchy subject. You're getting a lot of trouble
How?
for that shit.
So who, Jesus?
The powers that be.
Who the fuck are the powers?
Who knows?
Because at one point, honestly, I'm going to say this. I am tired of people. I get it. We all have things that's going on, but at what point is enough enough?
I don't know.
Shit or get off the pot.
I don't know.
Or take the Prozac.
I don't know. That's a touchy subject. We don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Why?
I don't know. I don't want that smoke.
I do.
Yeah, you do. I don't.
I always, but you know me, Bobby, I historically have always wanted to smoke.
Yeah. Sometimes.
And you know what's so funny? People think that I don't. People in my in my personal life right now think that I don't want to smoke. I'm like, no, I'm emotionally healthy. I just don't talk to peasants. So I'm like, no, I want to smoke. I'm
Yeah.
just I have better things to do.
Yeah, I don't want no smoke. I'm going to bed.
Fine. What
I'm
should
gonna
we
go.
talk about then? We should talk about Christmas dinner. I mean, let's talk about something honest. Mental health.
What do you want to talk about Christmas? What do you want to say? We can talk about Christmas dinner.
I don't want to talk about Christmas. Who cares? Have a good night, retro lady.
Thank you so much for. Hey, Retro Lady, did you get those bowls I sent you?
You said, did you? Retro lady, I gotta send retro lady some canna butter, babe, if that's the case. Did you, retro lady, do you like edibles?
Can you send edibles across state lines?
I can do whatever I want.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I do whatever I want.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fine. I got you. Don't worry about it. I do whatever. Bobby Shakes, this is America. You know what? You know what? We should talk about getting me to hump Donald Trump. Could you imagine if I was Stormy Daniels instead of Storm? Like how much we would be rich. He's so boring. I wouldn't hump Donald Trump. I don't know. Let's talk about something.
All right, I'm going to
We
bed.
should talk about something where we teach the kids how to do something.
Yeah,
We have, we have to give back at this point. We're so talented that we have to give back to the kids.
let's do it. I got to
We
get
gotta give
back to
back to them.
myself. I got to go to bed.
Go to bed because you have babies. Don't you? You have to go to daycare in the morning. Bye.
Yeah, I have to go to daycare in the morning.
Okay. Tell my wife I
Rich,
love her.
I will.
Thank God you
Rich,
have her. What are we wouldn't like you unless her. Goodbye.
I know.
I know it's raggedy, right? That's raggedy.
Raggedy. So raggedy. Welcome to the Garden of Eden.
I love this.
The Garden of Eden. It's amazing.
It is totally who I am. You know that that's my aura.
Yeah, man. We have
Like I'm
God.
literally of. That's why men tell me that they love me when they meet me for the first time.
You have God making women in the Garden of Eden.
God did not listen. Listen. You have God is vagina. When you pray to God, you pray to pussy.
Look at that.
This is vagina, and this is all of vagina's babies.
All of it.
All of
All
them.
right, Vegas. I'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.